Hi, I'm CJ Fairfield, Senior Associate Editor at CRN. I'm here in Orlando at Exchange March with Bill Blum, CEO of Alpine Business Systems, and today we're here to talk about Agentic AI. So Bill, what Agentic AI use cases are you watching right now?
Well, we're putting several of them together. One of the initial ones is taking the time entries for all of our texts that we always have somebody review to make sure all the wording is right, the language is good, everything, the grammar is correct, and putting it on that so that we don't have a human being then looking at all these time entries. We're also doing things, we have weekly meetings with all the tiers, and the agenda of every meeting is based on, number one, what the input is from the team from the previous month. So we're automating the actual preparation of the agendas based on the transcript and the AI summary of the previous meeting. So those are a couple of things that we're doing. We're also automating a whole lot of other things using AI and Agentic AI. We have some team members who are working on individual agents that can keep track of our clients out on the web and be able to bring that in so we can get like a news feed from our clients, marry that with the data that we have so that anybody before they go and talk to a client or beta with client site, they can see not only what we've done for them, but what's happening out there on the web or those clients.
That's super interesting. Now, as you increase your usage of Agentic AI, how do you see it increasing your margins?
Well, we just put together an objective for the first half of the year, and that is to ensure that we become a frontier firm, as Microsoft calls it. And that is a firm that is fully based throughout the organization on AI and begins to look at all of their processes and transform them based on what's possible with AI. So one of our key results out of that, we believe, is going to be a 20 or 30% increase in the per employee revenue. So in other words, if the employees get really good at using these tools, they become more efficient, we don't need to hire as many employees, and the revenue per employee will go up.
Now, you've been a firm runner in terms of using AI for your clients and internally as well. Where has AI exceeded expectations in your own business?
Well, being the CEO, I really don't do a lot of the technical work anymore. In fact, I really don't do any of it, and I'd be dangerous at that these days. So I talk to a lot of people a lot of times. I'm involved in looking for our best prospects. I'm involved in situations like this where I talk to people in the media and podcasters and newscasters. So before I meet with anybody, I want to know as much as I can about them so that I can bring to the table additional value for them. Getting to know them is really important to me because then I can craft a relationship where it becomes beneficial for them. I can kind of craft that, or what I talk about, how I interact with them. And getting to know people is the best thing. It's the first thing you should do is seek to understand somebody. So the researcher that's built into the Microsoft Copilot platform based on Anthropic's Claude model has been absolutely spectacular. When we started using it a year ago, I would meet with somebody and I would do a 6 or 8 page history of their life. And there were some, hallucinations in there, especially if somebody had the same name as a famous person, it would kind of confuse them. But these days, I've learned to give it as much information I can about that particular person. And I have to tell you, the last 8 or 10 of them that I've sent out to these people before I met them, they were all completely blown away, and it taught them what they can do with the AI. So that researcher component, to me, is absolutely the game changer in terms of time saving and also the ability to learn more about the people I'm working.
Well, you are definitely doing a lot with AI, especially around Agentic AI, or you're starting to at least, which a lot of MSPs can learn from. So thank you so much for chatting with me today. For more information, head to crn.com.